No timetable to return for Caitlin Clark, but fever confirmed no additional damage, injuries to groin. Indianapolis, Caitlin Clark did not suffer additional damage or injuries from a right groin injury suffered July 15th. The Indiana Fever announced after Clark went through further medical evaluations earlier this week. There is still no timetable for her return. Clark will continue to work with the Fever's medical team on her recovery, the team said, prioritizing her long-term health and well-being. No further details will be provided at this time, the team said, and any updates will be provided once available. These soft tissue injuries sometimes nag until you can actually have time to really allow them to heal in the offseason, Fever coach Stephanie White said on July 20th, before Clark met with those additional doctors. So we'll just take it one day at a time and as they come, and this group will continue to progress together. That right groin injury was Clark's fourth muscle injury of the season. She first missed the Fever's preseason opener with quad tightness, then strained her quad on May 24th and missed 2 weeks, amounting to 5 games. 2 weeks after her return from the quad injury, she suffered a left groin injury on June 25th, keeping her out for another 2 weeks and 4 regular season games. This most recent injury came against the Connecticut Sun, and the pain was evident on her face. She grabbed her right upper thigh/groin area after a bounce pass assist to Kelsey Mitchell with about 30 seconds in the game, her eyes immediately welling up with tears. She got imaging done in New York on July 16th, which ruled her out for the second game of Indiana's back-to-back against the Liberty and forced her to pull out of All-Star weekend activities in Indianapolis, including the three-point contest and the game itself. Clark has been averaging 16.5 points, 8.8 assists, second in the WNBA, and 5.0 rebounds this season, but has been struggling with her shot, 36.7% from the field and 27.9% from three, while dealing with those nagging injuries. The hum of anticipation that usually surrounds Indiana Fever games has taken on a different tone. The roar of the crowd is still there, but now it pulses with concern, not over a loss or a bad call, but over a star whose light, for the moment, has dimmed. Caitlin Clark, the sensational rookie phenom who took the NCAA and WNBA by storm with her fearless range and gravity-defying passes, remains sidelined indefinitely. Her team has finally addressed the whirlwind of rumors and speculation that's engulfed the league over the past week. There's no official timetable for Clark's return, but critically, there's no additional damage or new injury. Her groin strain, initially diagnosed 2 weeks ago, remains the sole concern. That announcement, dropped like a whisper into a room of shouts, has both relieved and frustrated fans. The good news? Clark's groin injury hasn't worsened. The bad news? No one, not even the team doctors, knows exactly when she'll be back. The star who shook the game. Caitlin Clark's arrival in the WNBA was nothing short of seismic. The Iowa legend who made logo threes look routine was expected to be more than just a rookie. She was a revolution. Merchandise flew off the shelves. Arenas sold out. TV ratings spiked. And she delivered, averaging double digits in points, a near-daily highlight reel, and the kind of leadership rarely seen from a player so fresh to the league. But the WNBA, a league of grown women and relentless schedules, is not forgiving. She plays every possession like it's life or death. Fever coach Christy Side said in a recent presser, "We love that about her. But the human body has limits, even Caitlin's. In a league that demands constant motion, even the strongest joints and muscles can reach a breaking point." Clark's aggressive style, driving through contact, pulling up from 30 feet, absorbing double and triple teams, has taken a toll. A groin injury, deceptively dangerous. Groin injuries, especially for basketball players, are tricky beasts. Not as dramatic as a torn ACL or as visibly gruesome as a broken bone. A strained groin lurks in the shadows. It whispers caution instead of screaming pain. The problem with groin injuries, said Dr. Elisa Roman, a noted sports orthopedic specialist, is that they often feel okay until you push too hard. Then you're back at square one, or worse. For Caitlin Clark, every step forward must be measured. Every sprint, jump, or quick cut is now a negotiation between urgency and prudence. What the Fever know and don't. In their official statement, The Indiana Fever confirmed that Clark has undergone multiple evaluations and imaging tests. The results were consistent: a grade 1 to 2 groin strain, with inflammation but no tear, no tendon involvement, and, most importantly, no new injuries. That's key. No setbacks. No surprises. Just a slow, stubborn recovery. We're being extremely cautious, Fever GM Lynn Dunn said. We understand what Caitlin means to this franchise, this league, and most importantly, to herself. We're not rushing her. She'll return when she's ready, and not a second sooner. The pressure of a league and nation. For most rookies, a groin injury might be met with a shrug. Sit a few games, do some therapy, come back when it feels right. But Caitlin Clark is not most rookies. She's the face of a movement. A generational talent with the weight of college records, Olympic potential, and marketing megadeals all pressing on her shoulders. Every Fever game, without her, sparks questions. Every loss feels amplified. Social media, never a patient place, is already speculating. Is the WNBA too physical for her? Was she rushed into too big a role? Is she being protected for Team USA or sponsors? It's exhausting. One Fever staffer said anonymously, she wants to play more than anyone. But this league will eat you alive if you don't respect the rehab process. Behind the scenes, Clark's road back. Sources close to Clark say she's been diligent in her recovery. Her days consist of therapy, pool work, controlled shooting drills, and occasional film study with teammates. But even her closest allies admit she's frustrated. She's a competitor, said former Iowa coach Lisa Bludder. When Caitlin isn't competing, something feels off in the universe. Still, the Fever's training staff has instituted a no-cut corners policy. Clark isn't allowed to sprint or cut at full speed yet. She's participating in some team drills, but not contact. And each day, her progress is charted in painstaking detail. The locker room without Clark. Without Clark on the floor, the Fever have had to adjust. Veteran guards like Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Mitchell have stepped into larger leadership roles. Rookie post player Aaliyah Boston has emerged as a defensive anchor. But no one denies that the offense lacks its usual spark. It's like trying to play jazz without your saxophonist. One Fever assistant joked, "We're still making music. It's just a little quieter." Still, the locker room remains united behind Clark. She shows up every day, Mitchell said. Still encouraging. Still locked in. That's leadership. That's why she's special.